Omar Bakri Abu Haraz is a political analyst and is joining us live from Khartoum. Omar Bakri Abu Haraz, thanks very much for being with us here on TRT World. Now, in your opinion, has the revolution that ousted Bashir failed?
Thank you very much. Actually, what is happening right now in Khartoum and most of the towns of the Sudan, millions of people took to the street. They are supporting the transitional to democratic governance. What is happening on the east of Sudan, the blocking of the main street and blocking of the port, is being supported by the military. Now there is a gap, a very strong gap, big gap between the military partners and the civilian partners. So the tension is growing, and today's rallies in the country supporting the transition to civilian rule, making things more difficult for complete reconciliation. But anyway, most people of the Sudan, they are not opting for a military rule.
So you would think that most people in Sudan want civilian rule. So the question then is, Omar, how do you bridge the gap between the two parts?
It depends. Now the outcome of today's rallies in all parts of the Sudan, I guess it's not less than 10 million who took to the streets in the whole country. All of these people, they are supporting the transition. So the gap is definitely widening, but the military also is trying to reconcile with the civilians. So maybe the big difference between the civilians and the military now are calling for enlarging the government to be inclusive, more inclusive. They are saying that now the revolution being hijacked or kidnapped by only four parties, four small parties. So they are looking for an answer by the civilian government, the Prime Minister, Dr. Hamdok, so that he accepts enlarging the civilian government to include other parties who are right now, are having a sit-in the palace. Today, at this moment, there are two groups. One group is staging a sit-in around the palace, the presidential palace. Others who took to the street, which by far there are more than those who are in the palace, those in the palace, they want to join the government. So the solution is that the prime minister and the civilian partners should accept the idea of enlarging the government to include some of those who are now in the seat around the palace, together with the east, the head of the east tribes, Tirik, who is closing the port and he's closing this main street to Khartoum. I think things will improve. After these rallies of today, things will not go worse. Otherwise, the only option will be another unfortunate coup.
Yes, well, we'll see what happens following these rallies today. Omar Bakri Abu Haraz, do appreciate your expertise, sir. Thank you very much for being with us.